Go.
Hello, Paso. This is Wicked Ink 915, tattoo artist out of the borderland. I specialize in custom tattoos and digital art for band logos, business logos, and personalized art. Find me on Instagram at Wicked Ink underscore 915 or under Wicked Vinyl Creation to schedule appointments for your next tattoo or to get your personalized merch such as stickers, t-shirts, mugs, and patches. Thank you and have a great day.
We're back here at our home, the Green Room, Rock House Dive Bar Kitchen Venue. My guest at this time is a new cover band in El Paso. They'll be playing here on the 15th, the St. Patty's Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, straight from the 1980s, Sleaze. How you guys doing today?
Yo, yeah, living
Good,
good,
baby.
doing good.
All right, let's introduce everyone. You got frontman Danny.
Nice to meet
Get a little closer to the mic, dude, so we can hear you.
you. Oh, crap.
Or pass it around.
And no heartbeats. Like when you wake up in the morning.
Shut up, dude. Yes, this is Danny. I sing. Yeah. Just yeah. Who's like dick? That were just like.
Yeah, just when you
Yeah,
just like a nice long mic.
Yeah, you get up there.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, this is Kev, drums and backup vocals.
Who's next?
Yeah, Nico, the guitar player from Wisconsin. He's kind of medio raro por querer mudarse al Paso.
And last but not least, we at the low end over here.
Josie and I play bass.
Y'all recognize Joseph from Vader? He plays here all the time. So, no, Vader's a fill-in. I mean, how many times have I put you on the show, dude? Like, you guys always fill in.
At least, I want to say, just walk up here, start ranting into this thing for the whole hour.
Oh, you can detach it if it's easier.
I should buy the bass.
Yeah, grip that bitch from the bass, dude. Fuck yeah.
So you guys formed. When was your first show? Was it Rockin' in December? Was that the very first one?
Yeah, it was.
No, our very first show was here. Our
Yeah.
very first show was here, opening up for Deja Crew with our original lineup.
All right, and then that was what was
September?
November, December. When was that?
That's September.
Okay, that's longer than I thought. And then let's see, you guys had your big show was December at Rockin', the Christmas one.
Yeah, honestly, that's where I think, like with the other band that I have, which is Spellbreaker, like I wanted to put them on like for that show, but they're like, nah. So then that's honestly why I was like, huh, well, Kevin has been like asking me to do something. So I was like, hey, let's do something. And that's how this band was honestly born. And he grabbed like everyone else. I just asked him, and he just like grabbed Nico and our former first bassist. We've gone through so many bassists like underwear.
How many? I got Josie and Laura. Who else was there?
Frank and Homer. Homero.
Oh, Homer
And Crystal, the bartender.
Nice. So, what made you decide to put a band together? Just trying to get more gigs, or what made you want to do a cover band in addition to your original project?
I like the 80s stuff. And I kind of like to do different styles. Like, I had Crash for the longest time, and I was like, let's see how things will go if I do covers.
How's it going so far? Pretty good.
Yeah, it's going great. Going freaking amazing. Yeah.
Now, this coming show, the St. Patty's, are you gonna do your full 3 hour set list, or or do we know yet?
No, we got 40 minutes.
We got-
According to Matt, we got 40 minute set.
Okay. Now, is the usual 3 hour, or like when you do Rockin' or other places? How long is your average set?
We haven't yet, but Josie wants to talk. Fucking thing. Well, anyway, as the speaker of the band, the guy that's been here the least longest, technically we're just trying to learn as many songs as we possibly can. That way we can get up to those 3 hours. But for now, we're taking shorter shows. That we don't have to practice as much. But yeah, we do have a upcoming show where we are playing our full set.
And where's that gonna be? Here?
Yeah, here,
What day is that?
May 9th.
May 9th.
Okay, who's that opening for?
Well, technically that's just gonna be us that day.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be really cool that day. Station open for us.
Is
We're
it
gonna-
later on the bill too?
No, dude.
Just half of it.
Yeah, well, half of us are already playing. Yeah, 2/3 of Invaders are already playing. So We're gonna sync Robbie in with like our gig bags and stuff. When Kevin's not looking, we're just gonna push him off really quick.
So, this St. Patty's coming up. What kind of music can we expect? Like 80s, like Bon Jovi, Motley Crue.
Of course, the crew.
Like
Um,
what are some staples that we'll definitely hear?
well, we're working on a new crew one. We kind of pushing away Livewire because a lot of people do it. We're gonna work on Girls, Girls, Girls. There's a couple songs that Ulysses picked up that we're gonna kind of just push off till the next gig. But we got a couple new ones coming up. What else do we pick? We got some Danger Danger, which not a lot of people know. But yeah, Brides of Destruction,
Well,
Nikki Six, Tracy Guns.
well, you're a big Nicki fan.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. So we got two Nickies, Brides of Destruction and Crew. And then of course we got some LA Guns, got some Guns N' Roses. So yeah, oh yeah, that's actually a fun song to play. One of my favorites.
Great White.
Oh yeah, Great White.
Any Quiet Riot or any Twisted Sister? Or,
We have them on our list, but we're not playing it that day.
okay. So like, what is the long term goal? Just more gigs, more reps.
Yeah, longer sets, make a little bit of cash on the side.
Now you hitting another bars up too. Because I know you used to play at 2-5 with your previous band, and
Yeah, I've played at played at 2-5. I played at Crown and Eagle, played at King's X. So we're trying to build up our set first, get everything down before we start talking to them like full nights.
so Josie, you're the
Ooh,
newest member, bass player. Are you permanent? Are you temporary? A little bit of both. What's going on here?
I'm sticking around until I can piss him off enough to kick me out.
So tomorrow?
Yeah, probably. Well, it was last week. Yeah, it was like last week, but there's there's only so many bass players in town, so they kind of just have to suck it up. The trick is to beat up all the other bass players in town. You just like fuck up their hands just enough to where they can't play those big strings.
The thing is, El Paso has more bass players, or they used to have more bass players than most. Because I started learning bass, thinking, oh, no one plays bass, because most cities are hurting on bass players. But it seemed when I started hanging out here, everyone their mom was a bass player. I'm like, well, this kind of sucks.
Well, what I've noticed in bands is it's usually a guitar player that ends up having to switch over to bass. So if you listen if you listen to a lot of the bass players in town, they play like guitar players. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. What
But
they said, the deep guitar player. They said like Lemmy style, or
no, dude, just shitty guitar players playing guitar parts on a bass. I'll give them granted though. Like a lot of those fools are musically like better than I am, but you can still tell they're just guitarists playing bass parts.
now were you now an Invader? You're bass, obviously, but weren't you lead guitar at one point, or was that the other band?
Yeah, actually, well, that only started because we already had another bass player, and so I was like, well, we can't have two fucking bass players. So they were like, all right, dude, switch over to fucking guitar. I was fucking terrible at it, but it was fun. It was fun to play every once in a while. And then they said do a solo, and then everybody went quiet, and I'm just kind of standing up there like dee dee dee, and then I was like, dude, just no, I'm going back on bass.
Now, once upon a time, you also had a Misfits tribute. Is that still in the works, or is that RIP? Or
Uh, so the reason we stopped doing that was because there was already so many bands in town doing Misfits tributes, and when we would talk to people, I think we played one show and there was like nobody here. So then a few people ended up walking in and they were like, "Oh, we didn't know it was you guys. We thought it was this other shitty Misfits tribute band." And it's like, "Oh, okay, well that's what's been happening." But yeah, apparently like a lot of the other Misfits tribute bands, like they're so bad that they're just driving people away from us. So we're just taking a bit of a break and waiting for well, basically waiting until like there's no competition in that point, and then we'll start up again.
all right,
Hopefully sometime in like July when no one's expecting it.
all right. Now, any other projects you guys besides Spellbreaker? Any other projects you guys working on?
No, no,
Uh,
that's it.
Wait, is Spellbreaker gonna open for was it not Immortal Guardian? It was the
Visions of Atlantis.
yes. Are you guys on that one?
Yeah, we're on that
Oh,
one.
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
All right.
actually, I told you, dude, I'm a fucking hog this thing this whole time. Actually, we just managed to steal Mr. Nico over here for the band. Like that was my whole intention of joining. Now that I got him, I'm a quit. But like I'm just waiting until like a show happens. I'm gonna do like 20 minutes still. See, they already replaced me, bro. I'm done. I don't know if you want to add your thoughts on that, Mr. Nico Invader. Talk about how good we are.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Use your words wisely.
No, it's great. Because it's like I get the best of both worlds. I'm not in just one band anymore, and I couldn't have asked for something better coming into El Paso because the kind of music we do in Sleaze is my favorite genre of music. I love the hair metal, and it's been like that for a long time. Um, and I never in a million years thought that I'd find people in their 20s and 30s that actually liked and wanted to play that music. And the best part about it is actually there's a lot of people that like watching and listening to that music in the scene outside of just the musicians. There's people that come out and support us.
You're
So
welcome.
I would have never thought that. Yeah, but I don't know. I came in July and then I met Kevin. I think in August we were at.
Wait,
I
so
was
you moved
just
to town in July, or
yeah.
so
That's when I
you've
moved.
been in El Paso less than a year?
Less than a year,
Oh, nice.
and so I just didn't think it would happen so fast. I met Kevin right away. I mean, I was doing a lot of networking, going from bar to bar, and then I saw he was wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt, so I just kind of struck up a conversation with him. And I wasn't really sure where it was going to go, but less than a month later, I think that's when he um, got a hold of me and said that this project was coming into place, and yeah, and that they needed someone to play guitar, and I couldn't believe that that was actually happening so quickly. And when I meet people here and they ask me about what I do in my free time, and I tell them that I'm in a band. They just can't believe, like, "You've only been here since July and you're already in a band?" And I'm like, "Yeah, since September." And they just can't believe it. And the first gig was the Rock House, and it went pretty well. It got a little cut short. I don't know if I should go into the details as to why, but let's just say there's a reason why we have an average of 1 bass player per month. But we're pretty confident. I mean, Josie saved this band because, like, the future was really uncertain having gone through so many bass players, and Josie's really brought a lot of um I don't know, a lot of excitement back into the band that we kind of lacked for a while because we were
You just fucking loves me.
well, and then he took me and now I'm in this other band called Invader with Josie, and it's amazing because they've already been able to accomplish so many things. They've played at Speaking Rock, they've opened for bands like Faster Pussycat. So
I was at that show. That was a good night.
yeah, so I'm ecstatic about it, and I'm speechless.
Raven, that's another good one you guys open for.
I loved Raven, Anvil, Riot. Well, technically Riot City, but Riot. Oh yeah, Robbie Sawyer's we opened up for Quiet Riot. I'm like, no, dude, it was just Riot. And even then, it was like Riot City, not Riot. But yeah, well, I'm gonna force them to do those songs eventually. But we got a show coming up, and Danny, they're like trying to pick out a set list, and then Danny goes, "Oh, we're not gonna do any of the songs Josie picked. Go fuck that guy." And I was like, "Okay."
Shut up.
No, and that was me. I told him to say that. And the reason why is because we're gonna stick to our hair metal, sleaze metal sort of thing just for this one. That's why.
I picked "Princesses of the Night" by Saxon, guys. The fuck is that? Come on.
It's not hair metal.
Well, go fuck your hair metal.
Okay, so right now, if we're doing a set list, if I have each of you guys, like, each of you gets to pick, we're building a new set list for Sleaze right now. Each of you gets to pick one song, and it's whatever you want. No one has any objection. What would you pick?
Brides of Destruction, Shut the Fuck Up.
You know what? I'd probably go with this one sleaze band that I heard. It's Martin Sweet. He does a cover of The Look from Roxette. I'd go with that one. I don't know. I think Mr. Brownstone would be a pretty good song for us.
Hell yeah, that's a good choice. What you got, Josie?
I'd have to go with "Bathroom Wall" by Faster Pussycat because I want to do.
That's a perfect one for
He's
Sleaze.
over here. He's over here arguing that about Saxon, but he's picking a Faster Pussycat song.
Because I wanna hog that one for Invader, bro. You guys already got Faster Pussycat song.
No, but Bathroom Wall, man.
We can't.
We'll trade.
Yeah.
Sleaze covering Bathroom Wall. What? That's like fucking perfect, dude.
Well,
Well,
I
we-
just don't like how it ends. Like, good thing I didn't use another stall. Like, what the hell? Like, what are you referring to? Like,
Well, then he wouldn't have seen the number on the wall.
yeah, but like, what was he doing in the stall? Like, why do you go into a stall and why do you write a song about it?
to take a shit, and then he saw the number, and then he's like,
that's what I'm talking about. Why?
because he went to take a shit, fool.
You know, Nico had a really good idea one time. The first time we were gonna play here, he wanted to do Cat House from Faster Pussycat, but change Cat House to Rock House. The lyrics. It was in the works.
Why did we not do it? Like, why? How did Faster Pussycat get pushed
It
off that
it's
list?
been on the list and nobody else brought it up, so it's kind of just in limbo right now.
And Nico was like so dead set on it too.
Yeah,
He was all, "Hey man, we have to do Cat House. Okay, we're gonna do Cat House," and then like we kind of just fucking phased it out. I did too, because I don't know. After listening to it on my playlist for months and months, it fizzled my appreciation for that song in particular. Well, we're supposed to listen to the songs till we hate them, and that way we play them right. I don't know, and that's kind of what happened. Except we still don't play it right.
just like swinging the freaking microphone around. Like, I really hope this is getting everybody.
Yeah, microphone dyslexia.
I'm like, is this close? Yeah, it's like, is this close enough to their faces, guys? Well, I'm the one with the longest arms in the bands, bro. Please tell me again those thoughts as I hold this microphone to my penis.
Hey, but Nico, when you moved here, so how did you start networking? You started hanging out at Rock House or other bars, or what was your process as a newbie? You know?
Well, that's a very interesting question. So I actually came to visit um, before I actually moved here, of course, and Rock House was one of the first places I obviously looked just to see what the scene was like, and I was impressed from day one seeing um, just in this town. I just love the fact that everyone gets a chance to do something big with music, and it's not, you don't have to have 5 million followers on Instagram or YouTube. You can just come in and give it your best shot, and you're able to do wonderful things. And um, the fans, I mean, if you look at the ticket sales from the last Guns N' Roses tour, um, of all the places they played in the United States or in their tour in general, aside from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is a really small town, um, El Paso had the highest per capita, for the population of the city of people that went to that show, and it's just to me, I haven't seen this in any other part of the world that I've been in, so, there's just a lot of fans of rock music, and it's still alive and well here, and I don't know what n necessarily makes it so, but, it's been great. And as far as networking, I just went from bar to bar to bar to bar, and, and once I met Kevin and once I was able to become part of this band, I kinda just figured, I was happy with what I had, but whatever other opportunities, like what happened with Invader, I figured it would just happen on its own at that point because I'd be out playing gigs with this band, and, that's how, you get your foot in the door, and then you get the word out and everything. And but I was impressed from day one on the music scene, and of course, Rock House was probably, I think, the first place that I went to, and I just love this venue and how supportive, the owners and everyone that works here are, and the patrons and all the people that come here of the music scene. It's like nothing I've ever seen in my life.
Funny you mentioned that. I'm a big Guns N' Roses fan myself, as it doesn't tell you. I was actually at that show. I was on Rail on Slash's side. But yeah, that night was pretty insane, that show. And actually, I moved here in 2010, but my very first concert was Slash at Speaking Rock. And it was free because I mean, I was getting divorced. I had no money. I was like broke as could be. I was like, holy shit, I've never seen this guy before. I'm gonna go see him for free. Like, blew my mind.
Kennedy, that was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. That was a badass show. For free,
Oh,
it
you
was
get close.
totally for free. It was totally worth it. That was a sick show.
You guys mentioned about, people finding people in their 20s and early 30s that like 80s music. And I've noticed this town. I mean, I've been here since 2010, but we have there's certain genres and certain like 80s, 70s vibe that stick here. I mean, Dokken comes every year and they freaking do great. It's like certain bands and certain time periods just do well here. I don't know if it's the culture or just I've noticed it here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think the older guys. Well, I'm an old soul. I feel like I'm an old soul. I hang out with older people. I don't know, I'm waiting for a laugh. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest one in the band.
I'm
Wait.
older than all you guys.
Oh, but yeah, like I don't know. Like I've I've seen like the younger generation kind of getting it, but they're still into all that like emo and all that techno and all this bullshit. You do see like kids, with Guns N' Roses shirts, AC/DC, they listen to it, but it's I don't know, it's not the same as the older crowd to me.
Well, I've noticed here that a couple of times Faster Pussycat came. My boss, that's what his favorite band. He'll come here, and I was like, "Oh my god, you got like 22-year-old kids going nuts over Faster Pussycat." Like you don't see that in a lot of cities. That's what.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true. And just look at Nico.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys grew up here, so you have more insight. That's what.
Yeah.
I think it's just because like all the dads are the ones that are playing like in the cover bands around town and stuff like that. So it's like the kids that are coming around now, that like I said, that's their dads and stuff. So they grew up listening to that music, and then they're forcing their friends to come and sit here through the show, and then they actually see the show, and they're like, "Oh, that's actually not bad at all." You know?
Those are their grandkids now, dude.
Oh, the
Like,
grandkids.
forget it. Like we're we're the dads now. Our parents are fucking grandfathers.
Well, I personally think, I mean, I've traveled to like Latin American countries, and you'll see, I mean, in any country aside from the United States, that rock, especially like 80s rock, is still a lot more popular in other countries, especially in Latin America, than it is in the United States. And El Paso has like what 81% of um yeah, Latino population. So maybe that plays a role in it too. I'm not sure. I mean, it's just they're anthems that remain popular in the culture, and I don't know exactly. Maybe somebody knows more than I do, but I mean, and then you take like rock en español as a genre, and it was their statements, politically and against the dictatorships and everything that went on in many of those countries. So I'm sure a lot of these songs get passed down just like other traditions. I don't know if anyone has any thoughts, but
Well, I always say it's just because these songs are so easy to remember and they're so easy to sing along to, and that's what people like a lot, you know?
And the
'Cause
hooks,
Yeah.
the hooks that they have.
Yeah, because like, a lot of, like, the newer stuff, it's just so hard to listen to, and, one thing I tell people is the reason I started Invader was because at that time, there wasn't a lot of bands going around and playing a lot of the stuff that was going around, like Sleaze and I think what was it, Serpico for a little while, Sledgehammer now, and even Ulysses, but, I think at that time, it was a lot of, like, black metal and stuff, and it's just, like, stuff that would drive people out of bars, you know what I mean? And this '80s stuff is just so it's easier to listen to, and it's just I don't wanna say nicer, but it's just nicer to listen to than having some dude come and blast you with, like, a the whole fucking show, you know?
I agree completely. I know a lot of bands will I've talked to other band members from other bands that was like, "Oh, basically they're just because cover bands get paid and they don't." But it's like, you have to remember in the bar scene, you're catering to the customer. I
Well
mean, does the hot chick at the bar wanna hear death metal? And probably not, like.
well, that's actually another thing that I always talk about because like, a lot of bands in town constantly complain about, not being paid for especially for, like, smaller shows where they're only playing, like, 30 minutes sets or whatever, and I always tell these bands, it's, really sit there and think, "Do you deserve to be paid?" Because the reason bars have bands is because bands are supposed to bring people, not drive them out, and that's what the black metal bands did, and they've I don't wanna say plagued, but they really, not to say that they're bad because, like, I'm over here talking shit, but play fucking glam metal. But, what I mean is it's just, like, it's heavier music uh, that really does drive away the normal people, and the normal people are what some bars are trying to get. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because like, you're
the average customer, the
yeah,
passion.
yeah. The average people, I always say, "Dude, we play for average people, not other fucking musicians."
well, and you can say what you want about glam metal, but I mean, take so many of these songs, even Welcome to the Jungle, for example. I mean, you could play that song and, the 16-year-olds and the 60-year-olds are going to know the lyrics. And how many other genres have music like that? And, a lot of people say that grunge killed hair metal, but if you ask me, um, that was a battle that hair metal definitely lost, but, they still won the war.
Exactly, you put that perfectly, yeah. 'Cause I've been to many Guns N' Roses concerts, and you'll see a 14-year-old kid, you'll see a 7-year-old dude. I mean, go in the Pit and Guns N' Roses show, look at all the age groups and demographics. It's total mix.
Well, I always say, especially, like, like, European countries, like, Latin American countries, and basically everywhere else, dude, I think here, hip hop, rap and all that other stuff, like, really took majority of the stuff, but like so it basically pushed rock into the underground. You know,
No, but like when I had Crash going, I was still able to. Well, I would try to more cater to the bar's liking. Like if you booked at like let's say B17 or something, like you don't want to chase out their customers because you're downtown and people go to the Chihuahua Stadium. So I would book more of the bands that you could understand what they're saying and um but like I managed to get us paid as well. Here you go.
just a little side. I was also in Crash.
Well, it's like B17s. That's I've played there before a couple of times, and that's a bar. Like most of the people there are there for the bar, and then that's just for the entertainment. So, like you said, you don't want to drive those dudes out.
Yeah.
But I will say one thing that I wasn't so sure about. I mean, I lived in Argentina for over a year, and I wasn't really able to find anything that great that would keep me over there, like to stay longer than I was there. I met one guy, and you can check him out on Spotify. His name is Nico Gonz. Nikkogonz, and he has amazing music, but, um, he lived in a different he lived in a small town, and there just wasn't, unfortunately, a lot of opportunities there, but then, I tried living in LA for a very short period of time, and it wasn't worth it to me from what I saw, and I was a little bit concerned when I first came to El Paso because I would go everywhere, including Rock House, and I'd have to leave right away because it was just music that was just screaming, and I didn't wanna listen to it, and I know a lot of other people didn't either, but, luckily, I dig deeper and I found that, there was still stuff like we got going now with Sleaze, and, that to me, that's a happy ending, but, that was something that I was concerned about because I was getting to a point where I'm like, "Is that what every band is here?" And I had to keep networking, but eventually I found what I was looking for.
So, what's your day job? Because you lived a lot of different places. Like, what made you move around to LA and overseas? Or
Well, I was a student, like, I was in college, and, um, it's really complicated. I just left my job. I was, a waiter, and, now I'm gonna be a substitute teacher, and I'm working on maybe being a full-time Spanish teacher for next year, but a lot of that was part of my education, learning how to speak Spanish so I could actually teach it. And it's just something that's really interesting. Part of why I'm in El Paso is I'm really intrigued by that culture, and it's kinda like getting the best of both worlds by being able to still live in, my home country, and it's been really good to me, America, and also get that side of things, and as far as LA, when I wasn't there very long and I couldn't even find a job, I was only there for a few weeks, and I could have kept trying, and, I would have found a job if I stayed there eventually, but it just wasn't something that I was really interested in doing once I saw what it was for myself. Um, I don't regret moving here at all, and it's like there's another guitar player in the El Paso music scene that's from Los Angeles, and I mean, why didn't he stay there if it was so great? So, I don't regret it at all.
yeah, LA is a fun place to visit, but oh my god, it's expensive, dude.
And I don't even think the music scene is probably even that much better than it would be here. I honestly think maybe this is better because I don't see how I could have already gotten this far if I was even still in LA, like, at this point in time.
Honestly, the circuit over there in LA, it's the same bands playing the Viper Room, the Whiskey, and the same bars, like from what I've seen. And you'll see Pretty Boy Floyd on every freaking flyer.
Yeah, probably because their parents have money, for their kids to play at those
Bro, I've
gigs.
heard that there are these Sunset Strip bands where they play all these venues there, but like literally no one outside of West Hollywood knows who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Well, I figure it's the same thing here. You know what I mean? But it's just a bigger city, so there's a lot more competition and stuff like that. But I figure a lot of what I've heard from bands that come from out there is it's pretty much the same thing. Cover bands dominate the bar scene, and everybody else just kind of gets the slim pickings. Because I always say that people don't really care about original music anymore, and that's what I've noticed. But
They do. It's just you have to entertain it. They do care about original music. You just have to find a way to catch their attention.
well, even then, it's like, dude, you're coming out here and you're writing 30-minute fucking songs, and then you're wondering when no one's gonna stick around for your whole set. You got the 30-minute songs, then you're playing 5 fucking hours. Nah, dude, go fuck yourself, dude. Like, you don't catch me in those first 30 minutes. Like, there's no point, you know?
And I know some people like Honey Mason is known for this. He'll do like he'll go back and forth, one cover, one original, one cover, one original. to kind of lure you in to sit there. Okay, I know this song, and then okay, oh, this is new. This is his thing, just to keep the crowd engaged.
Well, for original bands, that's supposed to be the purpose of doing covers. It's not only to pad your time, but just to have something interesting that people can listen to and relate to. And then when you bring your songs on, it's they're already like attached to you as a performer and stuff like that. Hopefully, so then when they listen to your stuff, they'll probably be like a little bit more intrigued by what's going on because you played a song that they happen to be able to sing along to. Because the reason you go to live shows is to participate in the show. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, and then like if you play covers, you should play covers that like everybody else knows. That way they have something to sing along to because that's why you go to these shows, and then you got like I always say the middle-aged women like going off and like fucking dancing in the front and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
The speaker rock
because
crowd.
yeah, dude, those fucking cougars, bro. Hell yeah.
Oh, I want to ask you guys something. You just reminded me of something. So, do you guys ever plan on recording any covers for Spotify? Because I know with artists now, like if you release on Spotify, you can submit your covers and they do all the legal shit for you. Is that an option you're pursuing, or?
We haven't thought about that yet, but it's
I
a
wanna
good
shoot
option.
more for originals, kind of write our own stuff. I haven't asked these guys yet.
Let's start over.
Yeah, sorry, got a little feedback there.
Oh, shit. Um, yeah, I mean, I wanna shoot to do some originals because it'd be cool to write some sleazy covers.
All right.
Yeah, I like me influence wise, especially now with music that I would want to write. I'm really influenced by like the Swedish sleaze bands,
Yeah.
Crash Diet, which Martin Sweet that I just mentioned earlier, he's part of that band. Babylon, what is it? Babylon Babies, Babylon Bombs, Gemini 5. There's all kinds of like Swedish bands that they just sound badass to me. Yeah, yeah. All these like crazy bands that you Cyanide 4. There's all kinds of them. Yeah, Crazy Licks, Lips, LIPZ. There's just if you just sit down and listen to them, they're I don't know. Yeah, he'll just keep going. One of my favorites that I just started listening to is called Black Rain. They're from France. They're amazing. The dude has a super high voice, good riffs, nice hooks. It's just awesome. And that's kind of what I was leaning to when I wanted to do this band. And that's why like hair metal's their biggest influence. So that's why like for me, that's why I relate to it most.
So, a lot of you guys have the same European influence, or?
Danny and I mainly because we're the ones that know it more.
I know Danny does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nico's all Guns N' Roses and Great White.
No, actually, when I discovered new European bands, I'll text Danny like when Tier came, I was like, "Hey man, what's a good Tier album to start with? I'm gonna buy a CD." He's like, "Oh, get this one."
What were you saying? What were you saying?
So beyond St. Patty's, any other near future plans beyond the St. Patty's show?
Oh, I shouldn't have taken the fucking.
Okay. So the day after the St. Patrick's Day show, B17 will have Ratchet Dolls down there.
Okay.
And then April 1st will be with Midnight Devils at the Rockin'.
Okay.
And
May 3rd with Project X.
undisclosed area. Wait, do you even know the bar?
Didn't.
Okay. Well, we don't know the bar yet. And then May 9th back here.
So it's rocking. Is that an EP King's Metal show that you put together?
Yeah.
All right.
B17's EP Kings of Metal, Rock, and the Ratchet Dolls and the Midnight Devils are the EP Kings of Metal. Mainly because these guys asked for my help, and I just I'm gonna slap on my promotional thing.
There you go.
Give me some credibility.
But anyways, shameless self promotion here. If you want a double shot of myself and Nico, you can catch us in Invader on April 1st. And I totally forgot that I asked for that show. I was like, oh shit, we're on the flyer. Oh, okay, cool.
I just
Tomorrow.
realized you guys are
We're playing tomorrow. Yeah, we're playing we're playing tomorrow because
Oh yeah, that's right. It's you guys, Death Gravity Among the Living opening.
yeah, we're definitely the band that they call when they like have last second gigs all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we always come through, but then because of that we get to play the really cool shows, So it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go play Rock House on a Thursday at 9 o'clock, like when nobody's gonna be there. But we've actually Some of those shows, like, they get better, man. You show in at 9, dude. You fucking, like, you're gone by, like, 9:30. You're back home at, like, 10. You're all sleeping and shit. Unless you're me, and then you, like, get fucked up at the bar because you're listening to all the other bands.
I like seeing you guys play when I'm not booking because I can actually enjoy it better.
Oh, yeah. And then he also doesn't have to deal with us fucking, like, pushing the show back, like, 3, 4 hours for no fucking reason.
It all ended well, dude. It was a good night.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Just gonna make weird noises into the fucking microphone right now, you know?
Anything else you guys want to add? Any plugs or Spotify merch? Anything you guys have to push?
Not yet, but I know the dudes. I think Kevin said that they had like some shirts going around and stuff like that. That I didn't get to get one. Fucking Kevin.
Too late,
But
man.
yeah,
You're too
yeah,
late. It's just too late.
I'm like 2 bases behind and shit, dude.
First two got him.
Yeah, the other bass players got him, dude. Not fucking me.
She's at the bar right now.
Go ask her for her.
I'm gonna go take her
You get
fucking like
sweet.
medium sized shirt, dude. I wear fucking like 5XL and shit, dude.
It is
I'm gonna wear it as a
Crop top,
glove.
dude.
compression.
A crop top.
Wear a crop top, man.
It's my sleeve, dude. Just fucking.
Not even that. It's his compression steel.
El Paso sucks. If you're from California, just please, like, LA is so much better. Please don't ever come here. I mean, it's just terrible here. Please.
Yeah, dude, go keep your fucking what is it? Gentrified fucking bullshit, dude. I'll pay $10. Yeah, I'm gonna pay fucking $12 for avocado and toast. Avocado and toast, and then you're gonna start an indie van over here, you fucking loser.
You guys just dissing on California? Paper straws are bad.
Those things are nasty.
I was like,
I was at a Padres game and they had a paper straw. I was like 2 innings in, I go to like take a sip of my soda. Things like disintegrating in my mouth as I'm sipping from it. It was this. Yeah.
Well, I came up with like a thought. I'm like, dude, if you're really so like you have such a hard on for like single-use plastics and shit, dude, just like take a pen that's already like ran out, take all that bullshit out, give it a quick rinse and shit, dude. Use that as your fucking disposables. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many pens do you go? I mean, pens do you go through a fucking year? You're gonna end up losing those bitches before you fucking like finish them anyway.
I lose like 6 a week, dude.
Yeah, dude. See, that's like 6 fucking drinks, dude. Right, fucking there. But then if you use a straw, you're a little weird.
I'd rather have an adult sippy cup than a paper straw, dude.
Oh, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck the paper straws, man. By the way, I'm in LA. I just say jokes like that because I can. I went to beauty school. Fuck you guys.
That's why he's in a glass.
So no other gigs anytime soon.
He's like, let me change the conversation real quick. Someone take the fucking microphone away. He's like motioning, dude.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks we'll be here.
Yeah. Well, he
it
said
2
2
weeks?
weeks.
Damn, that's
Well, I'm
nuts.
gonna post this tomorrow, so technically, Invader will be playing here tonight. By the time I put this up,
All right.
but I appreciate you guys coming out, man. Thank you for meeting me a little later. Had some business to take care of at home, but thank you, appreciate it, guys.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course, man.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys always like permanent invites, dude. Thank you, sir.
Well, we want to be on there tomorrow. Just saying. Oh, dude. Speaking of which, like, I basically hijacked this whole fucking thing and talking about Invader, but we haven't gotten an invite yet. Just saying. I don't know, Mike. If you want to throw that one in there.
Do it.
Well, there's already 2 of us. I can just call Robbie and might as well do it tonight.
Oh my
Invader
God.
episode coming soon. You heard it here.
But we are Sleaze,
Yeah.
and we are ready to tease and please.
I'm out of the fucking band.
Say hi. Thank you, guys, man. Look forward to seeing you on St. Patty's, man.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
thank
We
you,
love you,
Thanks.
man.